Hey class, it's your instructor giving you a quick video tutorial on this week's assignment. I hope everyone uh, completed the brainstorming worksheet last week. That one was pretty important. Both worksheets were pretty important. One trained you on how to set you up on understanding how to use a GCU library. And the brainstorming worksheet, if you remember at the bottom at part 4, you found 5 research articles. So you're going to use those 5 to complete, well, 3 out of the 5 of those articles to complete this week's worksheet. So the best place to find the worksheet is right here. When you click on the assignment is due on Sunday, you'll see right here the attachment for the assignment. So let me go over what it should look like and what you should do to give you a little bit more clear understanding, okay? Here's the worksheet after you open it up. Make sure you read through the whole entire directions, okay? So what an annotated reference list is you summarizing articles that you found in week 1, basically helping you continue on with the brainstorming part of this essay assignment that's due, the rough draft's due in week 4. So you're going to be asked similar questions in each section. There's 3 sections to complete, okay? Now, I put the example topic here when you fill out this assignment. Also, keep in mind, though, that there are a word count of 100 to 150 words, okay? So for the whole assignment, you want all 3 sections to combine to be between 300 to 150 words, okay? I'm going to show you some reading strategies that's going to help you out as well, but here's some helpful tips as well in the book, textbook in page 70 to 73. But I'm going to show you kind of where to find information on your article that's going to be what you want to read, okay? So first off, let me go to the brainstorming worksheet. If you remember in part 4, you found 5 articles. This was an example one, and you have your information as such. Now, the reason why you saved your permalink, which is linked to the article, so that you can get back to that area where you have the article. So let's say I'm going to choose this article right here as one of my articles I'm going to use. Now, you want to make sure that you can still access the article by clicking on the link itself, okay? Here's an article that I found as an example one. So as you see over here in this area, let me make the screen a little bit bigger here. This is where you would access the actual article. Now, when I get into this area here, I'm going to see a lot of information, the abstract again, and then there's going to be a lot of information on here that's cited from the researcher. You're not going to take any information from this. The best place to get your information for this is here in the results section, okay? And the reason why is all this information up here that's cited, like in 1994, 84, 78, all this stuff, 2011, is stuff that happened prior to this research study being completed in 2016, okay? So you want to find out what these researchers found in 2016, not what they cited in their introduction or in their theoretical framework. Now, sometimes the theoretical framework or background is actually called literature review, or it may not be, it might be just part of the introduction. And what the introduction or a literature review or a theoretical background is basically on building up why they're doing the study. So studies are not just thought up on a whim. There has to be some kind of proof and evidence that there's an issue that's been existing for so many years that the researchers want to try to answer it, okay? So you might find stuff cited, even though this was done in 2016, you might find some stuff from 2015 in there. So that's stuff you're not going to cite. But after the theoretical background, you'll see other information like the methods. This is telling you who the participants are, how they're going to do the data collection. Is it a qualitative or quantitative But the results is the area you want to start reading, because this is what the researcher found in 2016, okay? Or if you have a 2013 article or a 2011 article, whatever the year the article is, this results section is what you want to mainly read, because this is going to tell you what they found, okay? Now, sometimes this information is kind of like, what does it mean? That's okay, because if you keep scrolling down, you'll get down to a section where it says discussion and conclusion. This section, as you see, is still pretty long. And basically what the discussion and conclusion is, it's breaking down the numbers, because these numbers are kind of hard for most to understand. So what the discussion area is just breaking it down in actual language for us to understand, okay? So you'll also see stuff cited from other years. You don't mention that also in your summaries or when you cite stuff for your essay, okay? Basically what this stuff is in this discussion area is the researcher saying, hey, in 2016, this is what we found in comparison to 2010 or 2011. So again, they're just making sure that they point things out from what they found earlier. But what did these researchers find in 2016? Okay, and there's a long discussion of it. So you're not going to be able to discuss everything, but just the main points. What main points do you want to get out of this? Okay, what main points do you want to discuss and summarize? All right, that's what you're going to do. There might be a million things found in a research study. I know that's an exaggeration, but in other words, you'll find a ton of stuff found in a research study, but that's okay. You just want to point out some things that you find interesting. You're not going to be able to point everything out in this essay or in this assignment here too, all right? Going back to the annotated reference list worksheet, I want to make sure I put my topic here first. So if you, whatever topic you chose week 1, stick with it. No changing topics. Just make sure you type it out right here like I did. The example one I'm using is from the assignment here. I'm just following through with the example just to show you. Okay, so you put your topic here. APA reference citation, you should be able to find that if you did your worksheet correctly in week 1, the brainstorming, it's going to be this right here. Okay, you will copy, go back to the worksheet, and you will paste it in here, and that takes care of this. So now you're going to answer your set of questions. These are the same set of questions you see right here. Then the directions, they're just telling you, just kind of preempting you on what you're going to do in each section. So let me show you here. So here's the 4 questions right here. You're going to make sure you provide a 100 to 150 word summary with this article answering these questions. What was the main point and argument? What did the authors conclude? How did the article support your topic? And what questions or ideas did this article leave you with? Sometimes students will list an answer. Sometimes they'll write under the word count. Do not do both. Make sure you're writing like this. Now, I just wrote some kind of summary thing in here that you can pause the video on and read, because this is just me writing a little bit more of an explanation of what I'm trying to discuss with you this week, some main points. And so this is just an example, but read it. So I'm taking this article and I'm writing a paragraph answering these questions. Keep it nice, coherent, easy to read. And if you notice, this is over 100 words, okay? All right. You can tell because I can put the word count right here. You can just highlight this right here and you can see the word count over here, what you're supposed to, right there. 116 words. So I know I went over 100 words. Good. So that's what you want. This up here. Okay. And then I took another article from my brainstorming worksheet and I copy and pasted it here and I wrote another summary. Now, if you want to pause your video here and read my paragraph, go ahead. This is an example of what the paragraph should look like. Again, I didn't answer these questions, but I'm just giving you an example of what it should look like. But I wrote a paragraph explaining some stuff here too. And then my third article I chose from the brainstorming worksheet, and I wrote my analysis. So if you want to pause and read this, go right ahead. Okay. So I hope this video helped out. If you have any questions, please message me. I'm definitely here to help out any way I can. Okay. Thanks.